bring to the attention of colleagues that while we do this ritual every year, Mr. Speaker, there is no record that for the last, I don't know how many years, in the existence of devolution, that there has been compliance with the schedule to the exact date and time, Mr. Speaker. In fact, much as people may not agree to it, this is the closest we've ever come to a disbursement schedule, because I know many counties now are either catching up with March or April, Mr. Speaker. We have had instances in the past, Mr. Speaker, where we have gotten to June and counties haven't received their December disbursements. I know, Mr. Speaker, you know this for a fact. You have served as a county governor. And this problem doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. Therefore, as a Senate of the Republic, we must think creatively and we must find ways that are practical and that will eventually make our counties economically viable. As they are today, Mr. Speaker, this is not possible. Look at what we are passing in this disbursement schedule, Mr. Speaker. We are passing additional resources, 2.9 billion shillings for the KIPES. And Senator Roba, you must convince us that in the next division of revenue, or actually when you do county government, CARA, eventually, Senator, that those counties that are yet to receive the counter-matching funds for KIPES, Mr. Speaker, will be considered. Otherwise, we will suffer the prejudice of having passed resources to other counties to the detriment of other counties, Mr. Speaker. There is 3.24 billion that is being passed to CHPs. How unfair, Mr. Speaker? It's either you have a job or you don't. Surely, if in the month of May is when we are sending resources to pay these people that have been working through the year, are we really being fair to these community health promoters, Mr. Speaker? I wish, Mr. Speaker, we were just plain and honest and told them that you do not have a salary. I know it's a stipend, but even that stipend, Mr. Speaker, it must be timely. 5,000, much as it may look like nothing to many people, if it comes in a timely manner, Mr. Speaker, at least it could help people get by. But if we are sending it at the end of the financial year, Mr. Speaker, there is even an extra 1.8 billion, which is basic salary arrears for health workers, Mr. Speaker, across our counties. I told us as a House last week or 2 months ago that we must reflect and begin to feel embarrassed. That every time you hear there's a demonstration outside the Senate, 9 out of 10 times it will be health workers, Mr. Speaker, for one reason or the other. We must confront this issue of remuneration to health workers, Mr. Speaker, at the county level. It is clear that there was no elaborate plan, Mr. Speaker, and everybody keeps pussyfooting about it. Nobody is clear and certain of when and how their matters will eventually be resolved, Mr. Speaker. That situation cannot continue to obtain. And I hope Senator Mandago, together with members that serve in the Health Committee, including you, Senator Omogeni, that you will lead us home. You must at some point lead this House into making the right decision. You must feel bad on behalf of all Kenyans who watch doctors, nurses, health workers, all these health professionals who come outside the Senate each and every year. Today they were there in the morning. I think they'll be back tomorrow. Maybe they're still there. It's not fair. And you as a committee must lead us as a House into making certain decisions that will resolve that particular answer. And you know, previously, all these other challenges that we've been told that, oh, the reason why they can't be considered jointly is that healthcare is devolved and therefore they are being left to be handled by the individual governors depending on how they're able to manage their politics, Mr. Speaker. That cannot be allowed to obtain for too long. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, is to leave it as a food for thought for Senator Roba, Senator Dabitha, my good friend Boni Halwale, and all these people that serve in the Budget and Finance Committee. I was before their committee this morning on a particular matter, Mr. Speaker, that perhaps it has reached a time where we may want to lead the country into issuing a devolution bond, the same way we issue infrastructure bond. I raised this 2 years ago. It wasn't picked up, but I want to still insist that we may want to consider that, Mr. Speaker, because we know, on average, how much we consume per year. And we also can project for the last, based on what we have consumed the last 10 years, what the annual increment normally looks like, Mr. Speaker. It will make more sense, Mr. Speaker, because I hear people say, oh, separate the treasury, do this or the other. If the resources are not there, they are not there. Mr. Speaker. We must find ways, just the same way Ministry of Sports and Ministry of Roads have figured out how to fund their roads and find ways through securitization, Mr. Speaker. We can as well issue a devolution bond, Mr. Speaker, through which National Treasury then pays back in the subsequent month on a yearly basis, so that we know for a fact, Mr. Speaker, that this pool of resources is purely dedicated to devolved units. At the particular date, the agreed time of the month, Mr. Speaker, counties receive that which is owed to them, Mr. Speaker. Otherwise, many businesses will continue to crash, Mr. Speaker, on account of supplying to a county government that you know will never pay you. People will go without salaries. Counties will be forced to borrow, Mr. Speaker, to pay and meet even day-to-day subsistence obligations, Mr. Speaker, therefore incurring additional cost. So I want to plead with this Budget and Finance Committee that lead us into a better solution other than this one of having to wait for exchequer releases, that you have to wait for resources, Mr. Speaker, to be collected. When you have a shock in the system like we had last year with the Gen Z protests, Mr. Speaker, and court decisions with regards to finance bill, then counties stayed, I think, up to almost December without receiving any significant funding. That cannot be the way and the basis upon which you run a county government. Something must give, and I believe as a House, it is not beyond us to think what will be a better solution than the current system. At least we are all in agreement that this current system doesn't work in the way that it was envisioned. With those main remarks, Mr. Speaker, I beg to support and hope that, Mr. Speaker, we can be able to conclude on this matter as well as many other business that are before us. At least I'm happy that there are many members that are back in the House now as opposed to earlier in the day. I hope the whips, Mr. Speaker, as we speak, are whipping so that we conclude on this today. I thank you.